Hello dear viewers, welcome back to Medchem Companion channel. Today in this session we will discuss Beckmann rearrangement. Beckmann rearrangement involves conversion of both aldoxime or ketoxime to the corresponding amides in the presence of Bronsted acid or Lewis acid. This conversion results into following amides. If aldoxime is used, then aldoxime usually convert into primary amides, and if acyclic ketoxime is used, then acyclic ketoxime converted into secondary amide, and likewise if cyclic ketoxime is used, then it converts into lactams. So this reaction is widely used nowadays in industry for the production of caprolactam, which is used as a monomer for polymerization to polyamide for the production of synthetic fibers. The stereochemical outcome of this rearrangement is predictable. It means the R group anti to the leaving group on the nitrogen, that will only migrate. So here you can see OH group here act as a leaving group, and the group which is opposite to this leaving group is what? R1. So only migration of this R1 onto the nitrogen takes place. So that's why here you can see R1 migrates to the nitrogen. But here in this reaction you can see the group which is opposite to this hydroxyl is R2. That's why migration of R2 takes place onto the nitrogen. So here you can see R2 migrated to the nitrogen, and OH is a leaving group, so it removes out. So this is the basic information regarding Beckmann rearrangement. Now we will see the mechanism, how this rearrangement actually takes place. We will see. In the first step of the mechanism, the hydroxyl group is converted to a leaving group by interaction with the electrophile. So here this lone pair of oxygen is accepted by this electrophile, and this hydroxyl group converts into a leaving group. After this leaving group breaks apart by breaking this nitrogen oxygen bond, and simultaneously migration of R1 takes place from first position to the second position atom. So R1 shifted to the nitrogen. So the departure of the leaving group is accompanied by the 1,2 shift of the R group, this R group, and that R group will migrate, which is opposite to this hydroxyl group or leaving group. So here R1 is opposite to this hydroxyl group, so R1 migrated to the nitrogen. So in this way this R1 migrates to the nitrogen. This shifting results into the formation of a carbocation. This carbocation, these both are interconvertible, they are intermediates, and this intermediate subsequently react with a nucleophile, which is water or again the same leaving group. So this carbocation interact with the water or leaving group to afford the formation of this amide via this subsequent step. So what happened here, this water react with this carbocation, it's a good nucleophile, so it attacks this electrophilic carbon, and it forms this intermediate on which oxygen has positive charge. So first proton removes from this intermediate by donating its lone pair to the oxygen. So this species will develop and protons removes, and in the last step tautomerization takes place, and thus there is a formation of amide. So in tautomerization the hydrogen shifts from this oxygen to the nitrogen, so there is a shifting of hydrogen, and in this way you will get your amide. So this is all about your mechanism of Beckmann rearrangement. Now in the next session we will see the application of Beckmann rearrangement.